hiyo jani yetu alikuwa MC kwa wetu. Kumbuka mimi nilikuwa na bala na film.
Now, again, open space, open conversation. What do we know about mental health? What do you know about what is mental health from the information you have? What do you know about mental health? What is mental health to you? Unaweza tu inua mkono useme.
To me, mental health is the health of the brain.
The health of the brain?
Yes.
Health of the brain?
I would say mental health is the ability to go through. I feel like for in the beginning, for most of us, used to think mental health ni wasewa madhare, wasewa mchizi, but coming or knowing what I know now, I think mental health encompasses a lot, about what you go through as an individual, and it's something that should be incorporated in a lifestyle. The person, whether you go through stressful situations, anxious situations.
I was in a class for the American University. So the American University, sometimes they bring students to Kenya as an exchange program as part of their degree, and sometimes I like facilitate as a lecturer in those classes. And so the room is, they were doing gender studies, and like the room, many times the people who study gender are identify as women, okay? So we had like 10 white women, girls, like they were like 21, 22 years old, university students, maybe 3 or 4 black, Asian stuff. And I asked them, like, do you think men, your peers, understand mental health and what's going on? Because our assumption often is, to a black man it's new to us, and African men it's new. But you will be very surprised to know it's actually men on a global sphere. Yes, it's not just us, it's men on a global sphere. We fear talking, we don't know how to talk. It's not just us. So if that can even maybe act as a consolation that you're not alone just because of your identity or your race, that you identify as an African man, so now you're struggling with these things. It is really an illusion, okay? I got a mental health fellowship to go to Canada a while back, and I was visiting the mental health clinics, and I'm telling you, bro, men are not there yet. They are not there just because they are white men. That stuff we see in the media, okay? And of course there is a level of knowledge they may have because of their resources, because of their media as well and all that. But even with that knowledge that some of them have, they still don't know how to get out and change these ideas about, oh, how can I really just speak about my emotions? So the thing, actually being in those kind of spaces made me realize, when we're in Africa here, we think we are the worst, we think we are going through the most, we think we don't know shit. It's not true. It really isn't true. The world out there, people are struggling the same way we are struggling. The issue might just be their systems could be better than ours in certain aspects, like for example, those guys have a better transport system. A transport system affects your mental health, right? Yeah, how you move your mobility, it affects your mental health. So kama mi sahi ama hapa venye tu tunasema tao, tukitembea tao, msee akikuwa closer na wewe, kuna anxiety tu fulani una feel like bra ni nini, you know, already your guard is up. Huyu antakuniumiza, antakuniibia, shida iko wapi, ama antakuniuzia kitu, you know, like ama si ndio, labda anta, you know, like you just don't know. So if for, and even the idea about if you're a cyclist, for example, and the way our roads are made, our creating path ya cyclists na path ya cyclists na fako tofauti na pedestrians, una get. And I saw that in Toronto, where like the road is the road, and then kuna ya cyclists, and then kuna pedestrians. Yani hata ukitembea akili imetulia. Unaona? Hapa ni boda, ni mse wa bike, kuna wewe, kuna mkokoteni, kuna as in everything is going on at the same time. We toka kwa njia, msabe bambao sijui nini, like there's a lot going on. So you see, like for them, some of these things are way better. Like, but their experiences they also go through that we don't. For example, I saw a homeless person during winter. They don't have a home during winter. Yani heri ni kuechoko Nairobi, kuna level ingine unaweza survive. But winter is going on and you don't have a home. Me as an African, I can't relate to that. Really, I can't. Na ile njeve ya snow, my friends, we can't handle it. It's not something we are used to with this our skin, you know. So problems are everywhere, yeah. And I'd love us to know that just because I identify as an African man or as a black person, it does not mean that people of other races, by the idea that they are better, that is the truth. All right. Cool. So he'd like to pinpoint when, you know, things are overboard and how do you figure that out? The difference between mental health and mental illness.
Wait.
Yes? Yes.
Maybe this is something long term, but I'd really want to know why is it that men are not open to the idea of maybe say seeking help or talking about their mental health? Or it seems like women have embraced it more. Why? While the most discoveries and the bulk of research has been done by men. So how is it that men are the leading researchers, or have been the leading researchers, but their fellow men don't embrace their work, as opposed to say science, or vitu kama cars or sports? Yeah.
I have, yes please. Yes, please.
Let me add on that. The other thing is, we can maybe discuss about the
Can you hear him? Can you hear?
Maybe the other thing we should talk about is the social structures that disappeared. Like, you know, men, traditionally we used to have our structures where we could go discuss our issues. I think everyone in the community had their own. So in the modern society, what can we do about the structures that disappeared? The age set, age group, ile busaa wenye wako na bibi wengi wanakaa katikati, ukienda hivi nyuma, like those things, what can we do about them in the modern society? Because I believe there is a strong intersection between social health and mental health, and I know most of us, we don't talk about social health, the activities we used to do, which are directly affecting our mental health.
Yes. Okay, so you can't process emotions properly and you can't think rationally. All right, because your body is really just trying to keep you alive, because you are sensing danger too often. Get what I mean? All right. This is the epitome of mental health, all right? Because your daily experiences are connected to, so your body moves according to how your environment is. Yeah? If you feel safe, your nerves are relaxed. Sindio? If you feel in danger, your nerves are tight. Yeah? It is this part of the brain communicating to the rest of your body about what's going on in your environment. Because what's going on in your environment also affects what's going on inside you. Get what I mean? Okay? Yes. Kidogo tu, tunakuja. Okay? So, mmesikia stories za watu walikutana, mtu aliwa beshte yake juu ya deni ya mbao. You know? Ama tao ulikanyaga msee, kumkanyaga tu akabu. Ama hiyo ifanyikangi Nakuru. Nairobi is going on like you know, or mtu amejamaraka sana, or they are always irritable and stuff like that. If you're predisposed or overexposed to stressful situations or traumatic situations for a long time, it becomes chronic. It means this part of your brain is overworking, the part of your brain that just wants to keep you alive. So it means you don't often think well or think rationally. You can do things or say things that you regret, or you want to be violent and stuff like that. Okay? So there are so many, like these are just like the major things. I've tried to simplify as much as I can. All right? Questions?
Mine actually is very about the coma.
The?
When you are in a coma.
Yes.
There's how they depict it in movies could that be the place that captures even sounds when you are in a coma? Someone anaweza sikia ukiongea when in a coma. Is it the same part?
Yes, anasikia but haezi hata process kenye unasema. So the body functions are totally alright, and this part that is just keeping you at optimum. But hauwezi process kenye anasema and you can't think about it. Inapita tu.
Not even respond. But
You can't. Right, exactly.
So that part is really connected to the ear.
Yes, so and exactly, and actually it's that's why it also it's also responsible for the balance of our body, because ears are responsible for the balance of our body. You get? So they are connected. Any other question? Yes, Aziz.
So when umesema hiyo ndo part ina control utafikiria. So in essence, nikiamka na morning wood, I didn't think about anything sexual.
The phenomenon about
nisimame na sikufikiria jadeni. Naturally tu niliamka tu nikaa nimembaa.
Yeah. I have not studied about morning erections and how they're connected to the brain. What?
Morning wood.
I don't know how they're connected. If I had an answer, I would answer.
You mean morning erections and the mood?
No. Hey, yawa. Kidogo tu. I'm coming to you.
There's a part you have to think, the one that controls hormones, feeling feels, and then there's the part that no controls, like I can be sleeping and it will keep me breathing. So if I wake up, I didn't have a sexual dream. I just woke up and...
For me, what I know about morning erections is that I don't know if you guys have heard about men who are not able to get an erection or even an arousal. So the problem is that the veins in the penis are affected. So what the brain usually, the body usually services the penis when you are asleep. And what it does is that there is a part of the brain which I don't know right now. It actually sends blood to the veins to keep the veins active. Because if the veins are not active, because erection is basically blood flow into those what are they called?
The nerves.
The nerves. Yeah. So to keep the penis healthy, blood needs to flow there, even when you're not having sex. So what happens with some people is that they actually lose an erection. So losing an erection means that the blood cannot flow down there. So what happens is that every night there are 5 of them, 5 times. The brain tells the blood, and I will get
Okay, that makes sense. Thank you for sharing. Yes, you had a...
Yeah,
we are supposed to go for lunch, by the way.
question, but before the question, a reaction. I read somewhere
My name is Onyango Otieno. I was the facilitator of the Narelate Men's Mental Health Workshop. It was one of the best days of my life. Why? Because I love talking to men. I love seeing and hearing men talk to each other. And today, again, we just witnessed how important, how valuable, how significant it is when men come together to talk to one another about each other. I am also quite passionate about continuing with these kind of workshops because it emulates or it models to men like me that it's actually possible to be vulnerable to one another, specifically as men, because it goes a long way to making us know that creating healthy communities with each other is one of the ways that we are going to continue feeling loved on this earth that most days we feel very alone. So I am happy that people were happy to see each other, to meet. For some of them, it was the first time they were meeting, and yet they felt safe to be vulnerable about very sensitive matters.
My name is Dennis Karaoke. Came here on an invite from a friend. I was excited, and I still am, to engage in the discussion about mental health, and specifically for men. I believe this is an area of discussion that has not received the attention that it deserves. So the seminar and the workshop has been very instrumental in one, understanding mental health and distinguishing between mental health and mental illness, and also the solutions that are there, that are available when you form a community of men that check up on each other. And I also learned that to overcome situations in life as a man, I will need a community. I will need people that we think alike, people that I can share, that I can talk about, that I can bring my problems on the table, and I will get solutions, I will get encouragement, I will get the support that I need to grow. And therefore the workshop has been very instrumental. I'm looking forward to more discussions like this that are longer, maybe 2 or 3 days, and I had a good time. So thank you to the conveners. We are grateful.
Hello guys, my name is Ben Karanja. People call me Benito. I'm a salsa instructor. I was called by Uber to come to meet as men. We discuss about our mental health. So my takeout for today, I've noticed, no, everyone has their own problem. We only don't want to express ourselves, but we find that the solution for my problem is with the next guy, and I have the solution to his problem. So it's good to open up. Don't worry about your insecurities. No one will judge you. Thank you. Yes.
My name is Ibrahim. I'm grateful for today's session. 2 things that I've learned is 1, men need to speak up because all of us are vulnerable, and 2, men, we need to create a safe space for one another. Sisi sote pamoja. Thank you.
My name is That Savior. My takeout today imekuwa mental health kitu serious. My boys inafaa tukue inafaa manze tukue tuna check out stuff kaizi, and then we take a serious peek into these things. All right, that's all.